Yo, what's going on, Internet? TBH here on behalf of Illuminaughty.com, and we are finally back from E3 here to share our impressions on all the games that we got to play. In this video, we're going to be talking about Absolver. It's a new fighter from Devolver Digital, I believe.
Yeah.
They're publishing it. Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Well, close enough. It's a new martial arts fighter. Something in the vein of For Honor. Very simple to pick up, but very hard to master. I'm gonna let Ethos take the floor, man. What you want to talk about? How you feel about Absolver, man?
I think Absolver is like people sleeping on it. I love the art style. I think the combat system is innovative and it's more depth than For Honor. It's made by some ex-Ubisoft developers, and I don't know. Like, I just like everything about this game. Like, I feel like it's really something different. But still familiar. It's like a mix of For Honor and Dark Souls combined into one. And I like the concept of the story, and I really like how they're using like the sort of Watch Dogs mechanic where like someone could enter into your game dynamically without your knowing. And then it's like since nobody talks in the game per se, like nobody like your character doesn't talk, it's kind of it has this very interesting atmosphere about it where it's like it's all about action instead of like talking and so forth.
The pull-up.
Yeah, the pull-up. I call it the pull-up game.
How'd you feel about the actual combat system, Anon?
I thought the combat was interesting because like I didn't play it for too long, maybe about like 15 minutes, but I tried to see if it was like a button masher, if it was just something where I could just like fuck somebody up by doing that, but it's like, nope, you will get your ass whooped multiple times. You have to really take your time and like understand the systems, and I know it goes even deeper. I didn't get a chance to like customize my fighting style and stuff like that, but I saw that was something you could do. I just really like the cosmetic customization and the combat, like its pace. It has a really interesting pace. Like I could see on a very high skill level some crazy fights happening or some pretty slanderous moments for us.
To actually piggyback off what you're talking about with the pace, for those of you unaware, the combat was interesting because at first glance it looks exactly like For Honor, where it's kind of like you have like these multiple different stances and you dodge and fight, but it's a rhythm based fighter. It is like For Honor, but then it's deeper because it's rhythm based. It borrows actually from Gears of War. So the fighting system has the active reload. So there's a bar at the top, and when you punch, you're gonna punch, and then there's gonna be a bar that slides, and you have to get into that white area. If you time your next punch or kick within that white area, you'll do bonus damage and you'll move a little bit quicker. So not only does it reward you for strategically placing your punches or your kicks, it rewards you for actually being for timing. So there's a little bit more depth there and skill there, and I thought that was really dope. I also got a chance to look at being able to, it has crafting in the game. Like you can craft your own combos. They have like a bunch of different moves that you can do. And you get 4 stances in the game that you can change between the analog, and each stance has its own set of combos. So you have to go into the menu, you press up on the analog, that's one stance. You have to sit there and program what that stance will do and what different types of moves. And the thing is, it doesn't tell you what moves work best with what moves. So if your dumbass just sits there and does like heavy punches with your up stance, then you're going to be incredibly slow at that. You got to be able to mix it up, and I thought that was interesting. So it's almost like you're gonna have like a setup. I want to say not a setup, but what's the word? A class. What's the word I'm looking for? A loadout. That's the word I'm looking at. Each stance. I got you. Yeah, you got a loadout. Each stance is gonna have a loadout. So I found that to be very interesting because, like I said, it's still very simple, but somehow they managed to make it deep. But how you feel about it, Jay?
I probably got to play it even less on you all. And did you all play with keyboard and mouse, or did you all have?
I played with controller.
I played, yeah.
Okay, well, I played with keyboard and mouse, so it was definitely way harder. I probably played it for like maybe 5 minutes at that. I didn't really know what I was doing, I would be honest. But from what I could see and from what I saw in the past about Absolver, I could tell it's probably going to be a sleeper. Actually, it's not probably going to be a sleeper. I feel like this will be a sleeper for sure. It's definitely going to be very, very hard to pick up and master. I have a feeling some people are going to be frustrated. But it does have the potential to be one of those very, very dope fighters if you just stick with it. So I'm looking forward to playing more of it, but I think I would have a better experience if I did play with the controller. But I was just playing like at the Alienware booth, so of course they didn't have a controller at the setup that I had. But it was cool though for what I played. It was cool. Yeah,
they have like a parry system too. So then not only can you block, you can also parry and do that. There's weapons in the game. And I was actually kind of concerned about them. Yeah, I asked one of the developers, I was like, if somebody's just running around with a sword, how do you beat him? He's like, all you gotta do is hit them once and you disarm them. So it's a high risk, high reward type situation. What else did I see in the game?
They had multiple fighting styles. So
styles, yeah.
I think Anon was playing the more heavy brute forward punching, like momentum type character. I remember I played I think they're called Windfall, but they use basically their enemies like momentum against them by like dodging and doing a bunch of like wavy type of movements in order to counterattack.
You just randomly, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you just abruptly ended. I thought you stopped because your brother was talking.
No. My brother ain't played Absolver either, but I know he'd like it too.
Right.
There's a third one, but I forgot the third. I think the third one was more defensive. I think it was more like, the third one was counterattacking and parrying. Like, basically, you'd be empowered if you parry someone and you can counterattack with ease with them.
They showed me there's a lot of different outfits and like cosmetic things to unlock. I think one of the things I was kind of, I didn't really get to ask him, but one of my concerns is like, how deep is the story? Like, how much context does it give you? Because like in the demo that I got to play, he was just kind of walking around giving me like tutorials on how to actually play the gameplay. But I didn't really understand what was going on. Like, why is everybody running around just beating everybody's ass? Especially since people can just run into your game and start a fight with you. Like, I want to know how strong that story is because I would appreciate them having something there. Did anybody get any gauge on if there's any type of how deep the single player content is?
It says a story. It's like single player. You'll be able to play through it. Like there's a story, I believe. But like in between that, it's like Watch Dogs, where like in certain segments, an enemy might come into your game, like Dark Souls kind of invasion, but he'll be waiting there for you. So you pull up, like he'll be like a Dark Souls boss just waiting for you, like sitting there like at the road, and then he can decide to like start beating on you, or he'll just like let you pass. So it's really cool.
I was actually also curious too about the online. What's it running off of? Did anybody know anybody find out if it was PV? Is it dedicated servers or peer-to-peer?
No clue.
No
but,
idea.
I would hope it's dedicated if people can just enter your game at any time. Because I think that would be a terrible experience. But overall, me playing the game, coming out of it, I said I think this could be big in the FGC because it's just got more depth than For Honor, and it's martial arts. I mean, martial arts is cooler than fucking medieval shit, at least in my opinion.
Sword fighting.
Yeah. So it's got that kind of angle going for it. Any criticisms of the game?
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I can't really say anything.
I said any criticism, and he said good job.
so that we don't take that as a no. That's a no, then.
Yep.
So I guess it's like we played it a little bit, but we need to play more. Just haven't gotten enough time with it. But based off what we played, I think we all enjoyed it. The beta's coming soon, so that should really give us a better impression of it. But so far, I think we like it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you're new. If you're already subscribed, consider pledging to our Patreon. If you financially support us, we have all different types of rewards in line for you. It's patreon.com/GI updates. There will be a link in the description box below. And other than that, everybody be easy. Bless up.